Hey, Oda Curtis. Alright, so seeing as how I can't be there to show you how to brush your hair, I'm just going to show you this video to explain. Right now, like I was telling you in that text message, I got 540 waves, what I'm working on. I don't really have them done all the way yet, but just to see, you can see my pattern is not typical of the 360. Uh, Turn around, you can see it back there. The whole purpose of the 540 waves is to get this kind of Rasengan effect with your hair. Um, whereas a 360 is more like a honeycomb. To brush 360s, specifically for your hair type, what you're going to want to do is, I told you to get a medium and a soft brush. This one has a medium side and a soft side. I mean, if you can't find the Diane brushes, you might as well just go ahead and get this because you need something. And then when you can get the Diane brushes, everything will be better. But starting with the 360, your brushing is going to always be from the crown of your head, where your hair starts to grow. Sometimes people have a little spiral there. And what you're going to want to do is start from here and brush here, right down the middle, right? From the crown all the way back. That's how you brush the top, all right? That's all you need, that one stroke. Here, here, right? The back is going to be just similar. For you, you're going to want to start from your crown, work down, like this. It's that motion, right? Now the tricky part is going to be the sides. Now your hair, from what I could tell, they kind of grow at an angle, 45 degrees on both sides. Some people, they go straight down. Some people go straight forward. Yours seem to go from 45 degree. So starting from that center point on your head, you're going to actually go from the crown down to your temple here. You see that angle? That's the line you're going to want to follow. The reason why I told you to get a military brush, which is one without the handle, is so that you could palm it, go from here down. You know what I'm saying? 45-degree angle. Same thing for the left side. Now the side's going to be the hardest to come in because you got to train your hair, but that's basically going to be your brushing routine. Everything has to go with this pattern. Everything. When you brush your hair, here, here, angle, angle, right? When you're in the shower, right? This is what is going to be important. You're going to be brushing your hair everywhere. In the shower, when I take a shower, get my shampoo, put it in my hair, I rub it in the direction that I brush, right? Then I have a shower brush. Usually I have like 10 brushes, whole set for when I'm in the shower, whole set for when I'm out. And then in the shower, I'm all soaped up. I'm brushing my hair. I'm not scrubbing it. I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess up my pattern. You're going to be brushing your hair. And when you rinse, you brush it out again. When you condition, you put the conditioner in the same pattern. You comb through. That's when you have more hair. That's later on. We're just working with the short hair. You condition. You let it sit under the shower cap, whatever. Then you brush it out, rinse it out, brush it out. When you dry your hair in the same pattern. Everything goes in the same pattern. And that's just giving you a brief of how you're going to brush for your 360 waves. It's very important to note that you need to keep do-rag on when you're not brushing. I don't know how it is going to be for you being on base, but generally times when you're asleep, do-rag on. You wake up in the morning, you do that routine. When I first started my waves, the hardest part is starting out because you got to train your hair to lay down in the appropriate way. I had to retrain my hair to lay down like this because for me, I brush my hair from here to the side, right? I brush this side straight down, right? I brush the back like this, come back around, and I'm like this. And then I brush the side like I would regularly 360. You see that side action there? I'm going from my crown all the way down, all the way down. And I come back and I round it out again. And I'm trying to get my hair to spiral around. And this is pretty This is pretty new. I still got some areas to touch up here. This is actually supposed to curve around, much like the top, but it's working on it. It's working its way around. Yeah, that's pretty much it for brushing, man. If you have any questions after reviewing this tape, just let me know. But just to kind of go over again, you know what I'm saying, for you, starting from the crown, top of your head, straight back, as far back as you can go, straight back, angle, angle, down. You don't need to be doing all of this. No. What you're going to do is, when I started out, you got to train your hair to lay down in the proper way. So from here to here, every morning, man, that was like 100 times. 100 times just doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same thing with here. 100 times. 100 times. Switch to hand 100 times. 100 times. So my hands don't get tired. Then put my do-rag on. That covers brushing. That's how you're going to brush basically everything. When you go get a Caesar, the next time you get a haircut, you're going to constantly tell them with the grain. It means that barber is going to cut the top of your hair down. It's going to cut the angle like this. It's going to cut the back just like how you brush. The next thing I want to talk to you is about the products that I told you to get. Generally, your routine with your products are going to be like this. So you hop out the shower. You've just shampooed with moisturizing conditioner. Moisturizing shampoo. You just spent a couple of minutes conditioning your hair. You get out. You dry your hair. It's still damp, right? What I always do is I have 2 kinds of days, light day or a heavy day. And that just pretty much depends on how much products I'm putting in my hair. On a light day, I may just put the leave-in conditioner in there, rub it in, brush my hair 100 times, put the do-rag on, go. On a heavy day, I would start off with hair lotion or moisturizer. Put it in, brush it 100 times, right? And usually when you have a lower cut, like you just got a cut, use the soft side. Use the medium when your hair gets in about maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how fast your hair goes. When it gets darker, there's a lot more hair there. And the coarse brush was basically for when we're going to get into wolfing, but you're not ready for that yet. So, I put the moisturizer on, go in, and then after that, I'll put in the pomade. Motions is the brand that I use, but you can use whatever you want. Put a light amount of pomade, not a whole bunch. The pomade is just there to give you a shine, a look. It's not there to really, and also to help hold your hair in, but it does not give you waves. Don't believe anybody in the hype they want to tell you with that. The brushing and keeping your hair moist is what gives you waves, and keeping it laid down. So I just put the pomade in just to keep my hair down a little bit, give it some shine, put my do-rag on, and then go. My do-rag usually stays on after that for about like 45 minutes, 30, basically whatever it takes me to drive from home to work. And then I take it off, do a light little brush with my light brush, just to keep it laid down, make like half time, 50 times, whatever, and we go on from there. You'll learn that the more you brush and the more you lay it down, the more you moisturize, and the cleaner you keep your hair, the faster you're going to get waves. I used to keep my brush on me all the time, and I had a travel brush, and at every stoplight, just brushing my hair, 10 times, 20 times, whatever. Throughout the day, I'm waiting in line, people who are serious about the waves, they always got their brush on them, and that's the reason why I told you to get the Diane brushes, because with the amount of brushing that you're going to do, these cheap old brushes that you get from anywhere else, they're going to start falling out. And you can have less bristles, and you're not going to have enough the bristles to keep your hair in check. So I usually shampoo my hair 3 times, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I condition once a week, maybe on a Wednesday. And for you, you're going to want to start out getting a cut every 2 to 3 weeks. The reason that you want to do this is because as your hair grows, right now your hair isn't trained for waves. So as it grows out, the newer part of the hair will conform to this wavy pattern. So you're basically cutting off the old stuff, let the new stuff that's trained get a chance to come in. Now after about 2 months, I also want you to start keeping pictures. Every time you get a cut, take those same pictures. You know, I come in here and I look and I see, you know, I can see that right here isn't where I want it to be. This area needs work. My crown needs work. And that's the kind of places you'll know that you need to brush a little bit more. You know, pay attention to how your hair is growing. You know what I'm saying? I look at my hair and I'm noticing like right here is not really where I want it to be. I'm going to take more time in the morning, just kind of touch up that area a bit more, maybe put a little bit more moisturizer there, and keep it. And like I said, I got 540s, or at least that's what I'm trying to get. So my way of brushing is going to be different from yours. You know, I'm basically wrapping my hair around my head, you know, trying to get that hurricane effect in the back. You will be going for 360s, which are honeycombs. Remember, you're down here. Oops, let me brush my hair. You're down, 45, 45, down again. All right, so man, if you have any more questions, just let me know, and I'll be able to help you with any little troubleshooting. And also, I want to be able to see that album too, so I could kind of tell you where you're weak on. And be sure to get all your products, like I said, Motions. You know, their hair lotion's great, the shampoo smells great, the conditioner's bomb. Their pomade is light, so it doesn't clog up your hair. A lot of pomades like Murray's is just made of petroleum. You know what I'm saying? You'll get bald spots quick just constantly using that. And also get a neutralizing shampoo. Motions has one of those too. They have a moisturizing and a neutralizing. The neutralizing shampoo is basically meant to get all of the excess gunk that's in your hair. It washes out all of the excess product you've been putting in your hair for a week. I usually on the weekends do like a neutralizing shampoo just so my hair is a fresh start. And also another quick tip, before you go get your hair cut, wash your hair. Wash and condition it and dry it out, because your hair will be free of any product and it'll be light and it'll be easier for the barber to cut. And that way, if he ain't got to fight your hair with his clippers, your waves will come out better. So, I mean, everybody can get waves. The time that it takes to get waves is definitely on you. The more you brush, the more disciplined you are with keeping your do-rag on, not going against the grain, keeping your hair moisturized, the faster they're going to set in. Now, what happens with the waves is once your hair is trained to grow a certain way with the waves, then you find out you don't have to brush as much. Like back in the day when I had 360s, I barely brushed my hair at all, and it didn't matter because my hair just started growing that way. And that's kind of where you want to get to. And then once you get your pattern set in, then you can start trying out other products like, you know, the shines and the gels or whatever to make it look as best as possible. Once you get the hang of this that I'm telling you right now, then I will show you a technique called wolfing. Wolfing is basically, in a nutshell, growing your hair out for the maximum time while keeping your waves in order to make them deeper. But before you can get into that, you got to set your pattern. That's what we're here doing right now. So get on it, man. Holla at me later. Peace.